Last I checked, when the present takes on the future usually wins.
Peter, let's go broadcast now.
If we want to continue to have the impact on the mindsets, on the beliefs, on the behaviors of the people we most need to influence, we can't take what we used to do offline and shoehorn it online. Short attention spans mean we can't dictate content through passive keynote experiences. We need to facilitate interactive, real-time, applied experiences. When you look back on this period, what would you want to have created?
We really need to build trust now.
I think we're creating one-to-one relationships now in a way that a few years ago we couldn't.
We need to meet our clients, meet our members, meet our teams where they are, starving for connection. And instead of delivering disinfected monologues, we need to deliver authentic dialogues. The times I've taken risks when I'm leading others, Isabel says, in the hardest moments. We need to invest in cohesive end-to-end experiences, not MCs for entertainment purposes, but experts who can hold the space, who can get the best out of presenters and panelists, and who can drive home your objectives. I love that, Rob, this idea of almost going slow to go fast. In other words, if you bring people on, you can move much more quickly together. As we're all robbed of the physical hallways, the bars, the coffee shops where we'd leave the keynote, leave the breakout, and have an unstructured dialogue as we started to connect the dots, as we're robbed of that, we're going to need people in our virtual experience that create that line of sight, that help us make sense of our path forward. The most successful ones are doing it in parallel. They continue to service their customers using traditional platforms and traditional methods while in parallel building that new capability. What about the keynote followed by the traditional fireside chat where either one or more of your senior team gets together with the external keynote speaker and talks about what those ideas look like applied to your world, where they take your vision, your ambition, and bring it to life, where your external thought leader adds credibility to your internal strategy, and when the whole process humanizes your leaders to your clients and to your employees as well.
It's this fantastic thing when there's this collision of behaving in the right way and then also being right for the business.
So what are we going to do next?
Don't try to boil the ocean. Layer in what you can do now and then have your sights on continuous improvement.
Willing to, try it and change it and just be real nimble in the process.
People right now are desperate to know, what are other people like them doing to handle the challenges of today? What's working, what's not working? What about a directed but authentic client panel? One where we intentionally reposition your value in this new world. One where we create a space for your clients to tell your story, because we know that will massively enhance believability. And where just by having the conversation, you demonstrate your intimacy and understanding of your client and members' reality. Think about that focus on resilience, agility, adaptability.
That's the way that we're going to go ahead and continue to grow and to show the value that we have.
Behavior change takes reinforcement. What about a 5-video series following the event we send every other week to delegates that each video highlights a key idea but supports it with practical resources so people can apply those insights, where we use that content to maintain the excitement and the connection that we created at the event? Our advice is move towards the disruption. Stop going for control and start going for leverage. At the end of the day, it's not companies that transform, it's people that do.
We hired Peter Sheahan to spearhead a 4-part webinar series featuring our executives and thought leadership content. It was at a critical time in the company when we were repositioning and we weren't sure what to expect as we hadn't done something like this before. Pete and his team went above and beyond to help us make sure that the executives and our clients felt prepared and comfortable. And we look forward to having him back and continuing the conversation next year.
I've been facilitating these types of experiences for 20 years. Let's work together and create a customized design that humanizes your leaders, engages your people, and inspires lasting change.